Florida Mayhem versus the Los Angeles Gladiators would feature the first team, Florida, who are currently in last place in the overall standings, versus the Los Angeles Gladiators, who are starting to really get into a nice rhythm and take some wins off some good teams.
And the Los Angeles Gladiators, you need to start it here. Against these bottom tier teams, you need to be dominant. So Gladiators, map number 1, a statement map for sure.
See the Discord orb onto Swan right now. They're trying to focus him down.
All right, Void popped out of the mech early on. Good start for Florida. There goes Decay. BQB's got another one, and Florida Mayhem, will this be the day that they get everything together here? They're going to at least get some control percent first.
And one of the things coming into this match, though, is...
No. Grenade throw down, didn't get anyone with that either, just for the healing. There's the sun from the Earth Shatter coming in. Roar lands a big one. Zephyr, though, responding with the 2K off of the self-destruct. Decay does take out Hoggle, and now maybe the grab from the Gladiators might be able to turn it around, but no, nobody there really to take advantage of that one, and Decay gives us
a nice pin into that grab, sets up Zephyr perfectly for that 2K bomb, but admittedly, Decay kind of throwing away that grab there makes it pretty hard for Gladiators to come back in after that fight.
With the Reinhardt shield wars, but no, he gets stunned. Ooh, shield did not save him. That sound barrier not enough to keep Swan standing. And now the Gladiators have a nice 6v5 to try to muscle their way onto the point, make it a 6v4. And this fight definitely going the way of the Gladiators. They'll finally flip it, but Florida Mayhem in one fight self-destruct. No kills for Florida out of that one, but Roar does go down. The damage just too much, and Saya player just whipping him into the afterlife.
I mean, that's great patience from the Mayhem, honestly. There's some have to save the trance.
Sound barrier.
Shatter!
That's right, Shatter on the Gladiators, but they do have the healing there to keep everybody alive. Zephyr on top, though. Oh, that was nearly a big self-destruct. Turns out the damage came from Swan instead. Florida reclaims the point.
They're gonna take it.
It looks like they're gonna get this round. Wow. They will. Wow. This is what happens. Really need the fans behind them now. Gladiators down one round here on Busan to the Florida Mayhem.
That was pretty good.
Doing this, I think they can make this a very competitive series. He could be on the Sombra.
And we are going to see the multi-DPS composition.
Void hacked.
He was hacked and he was slept and hacked.
Wow.
And then focused down. So
Gladiators, who in a lot of bit of trouble here. Backs off. Lucio 1v1. Oh, Shaz comes in to finish off Saya player. They put a lot of effort. EMP to turn it around for Florida here. But Hydration takes him down. Gladiators turning this fight around. Looks like they'll finally get some control percent. But Florida, very reminiscent of round number 1. They're going to be around 80% when this gets flipped.
But because of the chaos that was unfolding that entire time,
As EMP hits 4 members, everybody but Shaz. But Shaz has already used his Transcendence, so it doesn't matter. Florida Mayhem just rolling over the Gladiators.
And look at this, they just hold on to the grab.
There's a 5-man EMP, everybody but Shaz again. And the Florida Mayhem turn it. BQB, the hero, coming in with the second EMP, and that is going to deliver them the first map of this series. Goose the last to fall.
Florida not really looking like a last in the league kind of team here, Paul. They actually have a spark of life, and this is something we've been begging for from this team. It looks like they might be finally starting to bring it up.
Well, LaFon, they're going to have to keep that trend skyward bound as we head on over to Paris.
As Zephyr gets hacked, but they need follow-up kills on this one. Right now, they don't have any yet. There's a barrage. Oh, we get Shaz. Immortality field taken out by Saya player as well. Big Goose takes out Saya player in return. Supercharger
to make plays, right? They're happy just to keep resetting the old game.
You can see Surefour finding a couple shots.
Well, there's probably playing
back the point now. All right, Immortality field down. Decay takes out Hoggle, but Saya player dies immediately as well. Whoa, that was bad.
And that
Whoa, nano boost on a Bastion.
That was several.
LaFon, where did they go? Where did Florida go, LaFon?
That's a lot of damage, dude. Nano, amped, Bastion. Oh my, Surefour. Oh my goodness.
Bastion's pretty lit.
Trying to finish off the defense. Saya player just going for the swing and having another big EMP comes in, and now Surefour, it's tank time. Gets 2 already. Make it 3. Guess what? Transcendence can't keep you alive. Oh no! That was brutal.
And the immortality field, so nobody dies.
That's it. Overtime ticking away, and what a hold for the LA. Especially not now. Case in point, here it comes.
Scatter!
Nope, all die instead. Hydration has a nice look at everything. Swan really low. They finish him off. Decay with that kill. The double sniper really coming through now that they know where everybody is. That's going to be point A. All right, now they're pushing into point B. Watch out for the crystal statue, please.
I mean, this is tough because Mayhem have swapped into this knowing that Hydration is about to have his Dragon Strike online. This is so dangerous.
Yeah,
Supercharger, they're just winning barrier battles.
It's self-destruct right in the middle of everybody. Takes out the Supercharger and the Immortality Field, but Big Goose falls to BQB. Decay, whoa, comes back with a couple headshots. Swan gets ripped, and there goes BQB.
You know, we talk about the concept of zoning ultimates pretty frequently, but nowhere is this more prevalent than right here. Hydration with the Dragon Strike, you know, forcing them out of cover, and Decay takes full advantage of the 3K, and hey, peep this. Sure4 on the Diva, helping them here on Paris as, well, the Gladiators, they're finally starting to turn it around.
Yeah, Gladiators back in it, and Florida thrown for a loop with that Bastion composition on Gladiators defense as well, so they're gonna have to pick it up as we head over onto Blizzard World.
Oh, Zephyr nearly gets dropped by Decay as well. He does get dropped by Shaz, and Gladiators just rolling over the Florida Mayhem right now. They do lose Roar, but it's not gonna be enough to put the Florida Mayhem back on top in this fight really quick. Point A.
Gladiators come out, take point A off the back of that bunker composition. Now they head back to spawn.
And yeah, I mean, you expect them to, right? They're going to switch to wait, no, they're not. They're actually just sticking the Bastion, Paul. And what's this? This first fight? It's actually insane. They use the amplification matrix and burn out Florida Mayhem. Gladiators continuing the spice. And the Florida really have no answers.
Now and pull everybody in with a bionic grenade.
That Immortality Field placement from Big Goose was perfect. Around the corner, Florida couldn't get to him.
This is a beautiful set play, right?
Yeah, look at the upper left part of your screen. Look at that UI. Everything turning purple.
Bastion here.
It should. That's generally where you'd put it with this comp.
So right now they're trying to play inside those small rooms, using their tankiness and the cover that it provides to stall the payload. They force the Gladiators to reposition right now.
Yep. Here we go. It's on Decay. Goes into sentry mode. Immortality Field down, and now the members of Florida down as well. Decay grabs two, and the rest of the team cleans it up.
You know, as we learned over on Paris, LaFon, turns out if you put a nano on a Gatling gun, it kind of does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, and if you have the Immortality Field on it as well, well, you can't die. And that just allows you to pump out that damage that much better. And again, the Bastion providing dividends for the Gladiators as they push through point B.
Okay, jumps in now. He's got the take if he wants to. Whoa, Chris, down immediately already.
Nano boost again. Decay, he's just sitting there in the Immortality Field.
What do you do if you can't kill the Immortality Field? And that's the thing, is as we see the Winston come into the Primal Rage, can't anticipate that's going to do a whole lot, but as you start to take out Zephyr, the one knocked down with that Void, self-destruct catches Saya player though, and there goes Zephyr out of the back. They're going to get him anyway, and it looks like that is where Gladiators
are going to go to the Reinhardt anyway. Here is Zephyr. Nothing really Decay can do right there. Definitely nothing Hydration can do. Fast enough.
There's a grab, Decay drops it onto the Florida Mayhem. Saya player down already. Swan taken out as well, so Florida losing people a little bit too quickly here. Make any sort of
You're
fight.
just going to reduce it even further. You know exactly how far they have to go. That is a lot of damage onto Roar.
I mean, this is the best case scenario for Florida. They've only used their rally so far, and they've already been winning the fight. It really does not get any better than this for the Mayhem.
This is exactly where you want to be at the Florida Mayhem. They are fully
Walking in now, sound barrier. That's a big shadow from Roar. Huge. Gets so much damage in there too, and that is it. I don't think anybody's getting back to the payload in time for Florida at this point.
I don't think so either. Shaz still has a Transcendence. They can survive anything Florida has to throw at them. That means Doomfist is coming out. But
Gladiators, they saw their Bastion, and it was so nice they decided to run it twice, throwing Florida for a loop yet again. They just look lost heading into Junkertown.
Map number 4, and it's Florida's last chance to even up the series, hoping for that Game 5, Paul. And, you know, what better place than to start on Junkertown, a map known for its crazy shenanigans.
Suicide to show your face on the Bastion. Gladiators on the attack here. Not use Bastion anymore, apparently. Swan down. They find that first kill onto the main tank again. Something that the Gladiators have been doing all day long.
One of the understated parts about the 3-3 composition, I have to say, is the Lucio. Not only do they provide a ton of speed, but they do have that sound wave, the boop. And as we all know, that can be a huge game changer. And Paul, I think this is pretty evident right here.
Well, Big Goose has always been one of the Lucios in the league who loved using that to displace the enemy team, and this meta has really been a place where he stands out. He goes up onto the high ground to try and get a boop while the Gladiators rotate low ground, and he is so determined to knock Florida out of position. He doesn't just go in and then get displaced by Chris and leave. He goes in again when Florida's not expecting him and finds the value, secures it onto BQB, ensuring a fight win for Gladiators.
Now comes in from the Florida Mayhem. Swan too low to do anything. In fact, he is dead. And again, it seems like it's Florida kind of back to their old crab gets eaten by Zephyr. That's a big one. Florida Mayhem has a chance, but again, they cannot keep Swan alive.
I think this fight, Decay, really emblematic of the LA Gladiators, doing a ton of damage even as he goes down. And it's just a cool little play from a Zarya player as his health just fluctuates to 0, but over a slower period of time.
Mayhem, how much time can they eat off the clock before the Gladiators end it?
I don't know, not much, because of the grab.
Teleporter to move him without him leaving sentry mode. That shield works out though.
Yeah, definitely works out very well for them.
Yep.
Just waiting for them for a little bit, and they're just going to go ahead. Tamer time. Goodbye.
That's a lot of damage. Barrier comes in though. Roar down Swan as well, but that payload's still moving. Big Goose trying to keep the payload where it is. Now it's Void's turn, so again, just trying to buy as much time as they can, but Gladiators eventually going to need to give this point up.
Yeah, but there's almost no time
Keep
to
Swan
get...
alive. They knocked out BQB. The Zarya out of the way. Gladiators finding the kills. And that's it. Nobody can get there. That's going to be the end of
That would be it for this series. Gladiators would clean it up 3-1 after that little bump on Busan. They'd sweep the rest of the series. And Florida, back to looking like a last in the league kind of team.
Hey, look, if they don't know how to run a team, it's kind of on them.
If you liked the video, make sure you hit the button for that. And if you didn't, leave us a comment. We're always looking to improve here. But either way, make sure you subscribe to Elohel Esports for more Overwatch content.